Limoncello.
Hello, world. We're back. We got a familiar face with us that was MIA last week, and a new friend in town as well. I mean, well, he lives here, but he's in our town today. This is the Guide to Grade A Living. I am Mars, aka Forrest Gumbo.
This your boy Kingsley, aka. You okay?
Just got me barf, bro.
That's actually a cool nickname. Granted, Rob coughs a lot. We gotta ask him that.
Okay, Rob. You know what I'm saying?
Who our special guest on the show though?
Oh, am I supposed to introduce myself?
Yeah, introduce yourself.
I'm Evan Brown,
Ah!
aka Dirt Nowitzki.
Dirk. Ooh.
I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Off the top.
They're just gonna go Shaft. It's the beard, bro. It's the goatee.
Okay.
Very smooth dude.
Hey,
Very
thanks,
smooth dude. Yeah.
What about you, Rob? You finna cough again or introduce yourself?
Or Rob.
This Rob, a.k.a. Bobby James.
AKA
Bobby
Coffee
James.
Jones.
Nice.
Coffee Jones.
There's a Filipino fuckboy.
Before we get into the interview
Hello.
though, Evan, and
Yo.
start to like pick your brain, let's talk about the world of what we got going on this week, though, man.
Okay.
We got some current events. We got
Okay.
Big Soldier. We got Trump, man. The shutdown still going on. So we're gonna let you pick some of the topics, man. We're gonna be 3 topics. I'm gonna shoot out to you, so you pick one.
Okay.
All right, we got Big Soldier. We got the government shutdown, and we got Clemson getting diarrhea from all that fast food they had.
Damn. Okay, I'm gonna go with Big Soldier because I feel like
Okay.
that's what I really want to talk about. I
Okay.
definitely
You
don't
got
want to
the
talk
juice.
about
Throwing
our
money out
government
the
right
roof.
now.
Okay.
No.
What's the funniest thing you think you heard about this whole Big Soldier situation?
Well, I think just the interview was incredible,
Mm.
and also the outside that I saw, where he was talking more about like the streaming. That was also incredible.
Oh,
Just
when he was outside the
yeah.
building? Yeah, that was really good.
Soldier being Soldier basically is what it was to me, and yeah, I think no, his reaction though, the single funniest moment I think was his reaction when See the God, Charlemagne like connected the dots. How he stole that song, how Drake like stole that.
Oh, yeah.
Drizzy back up in this.
Oh, Charlamagne was so like,
and
fuck.
even
that-
Soldier was like so heated at that moment, like he was mad.
And you can see
actually.
DJ Envy on that video too. When
They
Soulja
were all
Boy-
surprised.
Yeah,
But
like,
Soldier
what
was like,
that?
"How do you not know that?" You know, he was like,
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
"Yeah.
Fools.
I think that's kind of
Don't
like
ever disrespect."
that's the interesting and most compelling thing I think about Soulja Boy, as far as I'm concerned. Like, to me, I've always been a fan. Like, the kid definitely had a huge impact on my youth, and he makes fire ass club music. But like him, like last week leading into this press run and all of that, him talking about how 2019 is this year. They said I ruined hip hop and all this stuff. He got dragged through the mud a lot. Like, Soulja Boy's been the butt of a lot of jokes just because of his style of music. He's like, I opened the door for all y'all people. And it was crazy because just the other day, it was somebody that was kind of doing like a rant, and they were talking about how nobody really wants to be the first because the first is usually not remembered. You know, you don't really get all the credit. You tend to get laughed at, all of that. Like, and they kind of related to like Barack Obama. Like, you know, we're going to treat our next black president a lot better than we did Obama. We do tend to forget people that came through and like kicked down the doors and innovated and changed the game for folks. And it just kind of sucks because that's somebody I am a big fan of, and I still, like last year I was listening to Soulja Boy music. I DJ his shit like regularly.
That's a lot of fire project play.
Yeah. That's the shit right there.
That Bitcoin, like I was bumping Soldier Boy last year. A lot of people looked at me like Soldier. I'm like,
yeah, but now all of a sudden, now that he back in the limelight, which people are so fickle.
why do people discount him though?
People are just fickle in general, bro.
I think that whole drama that he went through with, the Migos getting into
It's,
it,
oh, no.
I think that kind of
it's
played a
it's
part.
before that though. Like, Soulja Boy wasn't a thing that's just like talked about. It wasn't like he was making Migos level hits. He had them records, but nobody played Soulja Boy. Nobody supported Soulja Boy. You get looked at sideways if you talk about Soulja Boy for many, many years.
I feel like it wasn't like as cool.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't.
Like
now all of a sudden it's a trending topic again.
Cool in high school,
yeah. It's like, nah, bro. Like I grew up with this man, and like that's actually an artist I'm growing with. Yeah. People talk about how Future and Nicki Minaj are kind of falling off because their audience or whatever didn't grow. I actually grew with Soulja Boy. Like Soulja Boy, I still go out.
When you think about when you think about Pretty Boy Swag and you think about Swag Surf, think about that era in time. Soulja Boy was killing YouTube. Yeah. Crazy Gucci shoes. Where you buying, man? He had the black diamond racing car chain. Like a lot of shit he's doing.
One of my favorite rap influences.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I mean,
we all were at a house party.
Today it was somebody. I had quote retweeted it because I had to kind of correct that ass, but I fucked with the post or whatever. They did like a top 10 Soulja Boys, and like the first one was Zan with that lean in parentheses, said both of them. And I was like, you're not even a real fan if you don't even know it's more than two fucking Zan with that leans. You hella lame, right? Those are fucking wave riders. There's so many niggas with surfboards that don't know how to hop in the fucking water, bro. And I'm tired of it. Authenticity is key for me. And like Soulja Boy, yes, I'm about to be 30 this year in October, nigga. I'm letting a lot of these nuts fucking swing, bro. I'm tired of people just getting passes.
I think Soulja gonna be 32.
Dick riders. No.
He's also finna be 30 years old.
He was born in 90. I'm a couple months older than him.
He's younger.
Okay.
He's
we're the same age. He's about to be 30 then.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm actually gonna be 30.
That's crazy. Soulja Boy at 30,
and he's actually still a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like,
he's smart though.
Yeah.
When he said it was Airbnb in his crib on the academic show today, academics was discounting him, and
he was really going in on academics.
Yeah,
because that back and forth thing was.
Because he literally said like the way Soulja Boy said he put people on, like he might necessarily didn't put them on. We definitely put them in a position where they can definitely like platform.
To me, that's what putting on is. Like a put on isn't like the Drake cosign when you come through in Versace, and next thing you know you got a platinum record. It is actually being like, no, come to my crib. I'm gonna introduce you to all my plugs and people. I'm gonna put you on so you can build your own relationship. Like he didn't do all the work for him. Yeah. A Drake feature is a put on a different way because Drake can literally carry you. Soulja Boy just gave niggas the motherfucking layup. You could either slam dunk that bitch.
You come sleep at my crib and everybody finna come through and you finna meet all these niggas.
Yeah, like that's a heavy put on when you talking about the people that you in the room
versus
with.
You being in Chicago in the cold.
Right, like Dex
smoking a backwood, thinking you gonna come up at East
Road. And I love Dex. Like Hoes Mad is one of my favorite Dex records, and that's way before.
Shout out Robbie Gold. That's my favorite Dex song.
But at the same time, bro, like. No, Soulja Boy helped you a lot, nigga. He helped put you the fuck on.
Okay, but being Soulja Boy and being as that, do you think all this will last at least till springtime?
Yes, I think so because I think he put himself in a great media position where since we talking about him, he gonna have the shit you showed me the other day that he showed at the record label. Them some fire ass radio.
He was at also
the
same day he was at Breakfast Club. He was at like People TV. You know what I mean? People Magazine.
And he's about to be on that TV.
He was on WeTV.
So he's gonna be back in. Yeah, he's gonna.
All the presses you have to come out when that comes out.
And he's smart. He 10, 15 years in the game when it comes to just.
He performed at a strip club last night.
Bussin', like, come on, bro. And his music's still hot. Like he didn't fall off from making good cold music. So yeah, we gonna and now with everybody on the internet talking about, I remember Soulja Boy from way back when. Yeah,
that what people gonna say when they see this podcast about Evan. I remember Evan way back when.
Soulja Boy gonna fuck around, be at some festivals this year, and ain't nobody gonna have shit to say.
Oh, that'll be great.
Hopefully he had Pitchfork.
He'll be at Rolling Loud. He'll be at Rolling Loud for sure. High up on that bill too. Yeah.
Crank that.
I hope I can crank
that. Oh my gosh, is a headliner.
Yeah.
Bro, like the little kids that like are into the whole SoundCloud wave heavy, like in their late teens and
I couldn't imagine though, like actually like at 8 o'clock at night at a festival you had cranked that.
Bro, they were 8, 9, 10 years old when that shit came out. Yeah, like that's something for them too. Like they not that far removed from Soulja Boy's dominance in the
Hopefully
rap
Soulja get new chains, new Gucci headband. It's gonna be
He's
crazy.
gonna do a tour this summer.
Yeah,
tour.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was watching. He did a No Jumper maybe like a month or two ago, and he was actually talking about him, Bass God, and I think it was somebody like Riff Raff. I don't really care too much for Riff Raff, but a Soulja Boy and Bass God tour that would bring out like they have these deep cult followings anyway. They could do shows at the Metro with them two combined. That's a nice bag to walk away with.
Shit,
That's
Lil B
true.
did the Metro
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah,
They can do a little bit in that part, yeah.
So,
Concord, maybe.
It ain't over for Soulja Boy. And when he got that motherfucking chip on his shoulder and some fire up under his ass, bro, he about to turn up on a lot of motherfuckers this year.
It'll last.
Shit, you turning up on niggas this year, Evan?
Just, you know.
You just came off a tour, right?
Yeah, just came off tour like a month ago.
What tour was you on, man?
What's your album called again?
No.
You a rapper?
No, I'm hiding behind the camera. But yeah, I was with Saba on the Care For Me Asia, Australia, New Zealand tour.
One of the best.
Let the people know what you do, man, and where you from.
Like what I really do is like photo and video.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my main.
How'd you get started?
That's like my trade with photo and video. Photo. Long story short, was like 24 years old. Didn't have much going for me. A friend like saw
bagging
my
and tagging.
pictures yeah, I was doing all sorts of things before that. But a friend saw my pictures on Instagram because Instagram had just come out. Taking pictures of like my dog, the little hikes we go on, whatever. He was like, man, you should, you could be a photographer. And I was like,
Good filters.
I'm not. I got enough going on in my life.
Right.
Really was nothing. I was just like a mess. And he was like, man, matter of fact, I'm about to get a new camera. Take my old one, 300. I was like, you're just trying to sell me your old camera. Fuck you, basically.
Yeah.
And walked away. And then like a week later, someone hit me up. They saw my pictures and wanted to like hire me for a photo job in Springfield. And I was like, I don't got a camera.
Go back and holler
Then
at
I
your
hit my
mans.
man's up. I was like, hey man,
Let
what's
me
up?
get the camera.
So my homie Matt Larison, shout out to him, amazing designer, photographer,
Dope.
cinematographer. He like grew up down the street from me.
Okay.
Super good friend. So he basically gave me this camera and was like, pay me back whenever, which wasn't for like a minute, but I made $20 on that first job. $20. Imagine charging someone $20 to do
for a
anything.
photo shoot.
It's not
What
even
were you
worth your
shooting?
time
Right,
for
right.
anything, really. But for me, dude, I was shooting flower arrangements.
Lit.
Yeah,
That's busting. You could have definitely.
I got the
done
camera
too,
that
but
day, and I
yeah.
was like, hopped on YouTube, started my school at YouTube University, which lasted, still going on right
It's
now.
the finest institution in
Oh,
Atlanta
man, I
right
tell you
now.
what.
For real, for real.
Man, that socialized
Do your
college
own
right there. Yeah, man.
Shout out the comment section.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I try to stay out of
I don't know
that,
how to
but,
do this. Let me look at the comments real quick.
But the YouTube University helped me out, and that's how I got started. And then did that for like a year in Springfield, and I moved to Chicago. And then like a year or so later, I started doing video,
So,
which was about
question.
2 years ago.
Did you move to Chicago to further pursue photography, or did you just like move to Chicago because you want to move to Chicago?
100% for photography, because in Springfield I saw the ceiling. I was like shooting weddings, baby photos,
Big fish in a small
senior
pond.
instantly. No one in Springfield was taking like dope photos of the Springfield either. And I like instantly put myself out there and was like,
Who from Springfield? Lincoln?
shit, Abe Lincoln, The
Yeah.
Simpsons. Hold on, fuck.
Supposedly the Simpsons.
David Hammond's one of the most
dope,
famous
No,
black
nice,
contemporary
nice.
artists.
Yeah.
He's an
I
amazing.
didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
what's
it's my
up.
friend's uncle. Yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I didn't
okay.
even know he existed until I was in my 20s, and he told me about him, and I'm like, this dude is from Springfield, so yeah, he's one of amazing artists. David Hammond's. Google him if you don't know.
Google him, baby.
Yeah, he's a big deal. He's a big deal. He has some like iconic pieces from like the 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
He, you know that the American flag that has like it's like a black American flag, where it's like the green and
The
red
red, black,
stripes.
and green
Red.
African American
he
flag
designed
colors.
that. He made that.
Yeah.
Now it's like they sell those patches at
Yeah.
the corner store and shit, you know. But
Damn.
it's that's
That's the piece
where I'm
that
from.
I know him from.
There's not that many. We have like a NASA astronaut, a few other. So there's some prominent citizens from my
Hometown.
hometown.
but not your quote unquote
but
famous.
well, sure, but there wasn't
Too many
not that I
popping
can think.
creative.
But there's just not much of a creative culture there, and there's no industry for like cool photo jobs, and not a lot of even like ad work or marketing or anything. It's like it's just it's like 150,000 people. So I moved to Chicago 100% for more opportunities doing, and I was already working up here a little bit, and yeah, it was just like instantly when I got here, it's a whole new
You just
world.
started working.
What were you
like
shooting here originally?
I instantly jumped into like nightclubs. Like some of the people I knew were
Which spot did you
DJs.
start?
I was shooting in Boys Town a little bit.
Oh shit!
That's
My
nice.
bad.
Where you
My
in
bad. That
Berlin
was
type
a
of-
natural reaction.
Nah,
That was a
Berlin,
natural reaction.
no, Berlin not really boys town, but it's off of Belmont. But
Yeah.
it's a nice.
I heard
little
some
scene.
crazy
That's-
ass
that's-
stories.
They still use the Matrix.
Nah, I was doing that before I moved here, so I was already in the Matrix. But yeah,
You're like Neo, like tapping in. Like
it was fine. Yeah, it was cool. It was good. I got paid a lot. And
What's the poppin' black gay one? That's where I went with some of my coworkers from Ace one
I'm
time.
not sure.
Oh, Queen.
Queen? No, that's the
Nitro?
party. That's Derek Carter party at Smart Bar. It's Hydrate. I think. That might-
Hydrate.
I don't know.
That
I
sounds like
think that's
some
what it
07
is.
like nightclub
I
ass
don't know.
shit, like Zero Gravity.
Hey man, boys sound a whole nother world. When
Yeah.
they had, I didn't know I was gonna be there. They just gave me an address. I went and I was on the
Oh.
bus and I got deeper and I'm like, oh damn, I'm in Boys Town. But I was with my gay coworkers and the girls. Like it made sense, but I didn't know that was
What's
the
the
place.
craziest party you
It
did?
wasn't that
there?
crazy. It wasn't that wild.
Any phone parties?
Oh yeah.
A phone
Oh yeah.
party.
No, with Boys Town. Yeah, it was the
didn't know they
last
did
the last
those
thing that
things
happened.
in Boys
The last one thing I worked was
The
like
way
a-
these clubs sound, like you gotta have a phone party.
Yeah. It
Well,
was
Hydrate,
like
I
a
guess,
failed
yeah.
experiment. These bars I was working in, they were like, they opened in the old Spin, which was
I
like
remember that.
The old spin.
that Spin was like the iconic
The iconic
on Belmont House.
gay
there.
club, yeah.
It's like right there on the entrance to Boys
Is
Town.
it gone?
Yeah, like a few years, like 5 years ago or something.
I used to
closed.
live in Wrigleyville. I used to walk
Yeah.
past. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, this is
super
like
busted.
legendary.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a legendary American.
Kinda like
Like
um,
quintessential
yeah,
gay
like-
club in Chicago.
Kind of like what
the
Shrine
world.
is to the
Yeah,
South
yeah, in the
Loop,
world,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
and kind of like what is it? Wild Hair is to the Jamaican club.
Uh,
Or like-
okay.
You know, or like
Damn. All right. And you shot there.
in the place that opened there when it closed.
Got
And
it.
it was a failed
Damn,
experiment. But that was like some of
damn.
the first gigs I did. I was Chris Lindsay, who's like he's the reason I moved here because I was like I already
Shout
just
out Chris Lindsay, man.
Chris Lindsay's a good man. He,
I don't know him, but shout him out.
You would like Chris a lot. You know, he goes by Big Chris sometimes. He's just like a tall, quiet, in the shadows, in the background type of dude. But he had like a tech software that he had licensing to.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm trying to create media on the side of this tech platform that we're building. It's going to take some years to build it, but you know, I know you've only been doing this for like a year, and I think you're going to be like a star. So I want you to like head up the whole like media side of this company I want to start. And I was like, well, that
So you got
sounds,
yourself like a job.
but it wasn't like we didn't have. It's a startup.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there was
yeah.
and there was you know a small initial investment, but we weren't on salaries, and we still aren't.
Okay.
You know, but
okay.
that's
But the
ear to
seed
ground
of,
is
like-
what it is.
This is still active.
This is ear to
ongoing.
ground. Yeah. This
Okay.
is yeah.
Oh, that's what it is
so
nowadays.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what
bang.
it always was.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
okay,
it always.
Okay,
Ear to ground
okay,
has been the
okay,
vision.
okay,
We've had
okay.
like all the big plan and everything.
That's
for
dope.
Yeah, it's like so I could have gone and done photo, video anywhere. I love Chicago. I've spent a lot of time here before I lived here, and that popped up. I was like, well, I could be like a partner at a tech company,
Right.
a tech startup. That's like, I can't pass that up.
True.
And so that was a huge factor in me moving here as well. But Chris, like interned for lots of cool, interesting people. He used to work with Hebrew, and he used to work with Gene Ferris. So I like
Okay.
got to meet like some really awesome
Okay.
Well
artists. Like,
connected
right-
kind of individual.
well, yeah. Well, he's just like he's a behind the scenes, like just worker, be like ideas person.
Okay.
And he loves just like doing all sorts of different things. And the tech thing has been his main
Gotcha.
jig for like 6-7 years now.
Because since I've known and started following you, when I see you tag it, I check out the content. Y'all
Yeah.
do some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's that stuff is all well, the client work we do for people like Saba and artists is a part of that. I do that under that umbrella because why I have multiple brands and all this.
Right.
I'm like, we create media for artists because the platform, the tech side, is meant to power artists as well. It's kind of hard to understand.
Brandon, when I first met you with Courtney, she had talked to you about like some exotic car gig or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I did you
Like
shoot
hot-
some
hot
stuff
import
with that?
knives or
Yeah,
something?
I don't think that like went on for long, but I feel like I saw like some
Yeah, that's
fancy
right.
car
It's right up the
flexing.
street. You
Yeah,
know that,
yeah.
Yeah,
Hot
that was.
import nights, most likely.
No. I was hoping to just be able to drive a Ferrari for a day. but
Right,
that
I figured.
didn't
Yeah.
happen. But
Damn.
yeah, we work with a lot of cool, interesting clients. That's a part of
What's the name of the company?
Ear to
Ear to
Ground.
Ground.
Ear to Ground. Yeah. So that's like we are a tech and media company. And we actually, a lot of people are like, we're a platform.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have like a viable like technology platform that you like log into and has a bunch of tools and stuff. Like
That's pretty cool.
we're
Real Silicon Valley.
we
No
we
cap
have-
around here, baby.
We have meetings over there, but nothing. But we're still building and trying to,
How long has it been going on now?
Chris has had the license to the software for probably 4 or 5
I gotta
years.
meet
Oh,
Chris, man.
nice.
No, you
Very
love
nice,
Chris,
very
and then
nice, very nice.
we've just been building towards that.
That's dope.
It's been a learning process, and
Learn
we
as you go,
still
of
have
course.
of course.
How many years in this has it been?
Like 4-ish years. Yeah. So
Ever since you
the
moved
first
here.
2 years, like I was silent.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like no one understood what I was doing, and then
You were just
I wish I would've
collecting
did that with
and then
Great
we
Dad.
like launched because we are we're trying to raise right now
Mm-hmm.
another round so that we can make the tech simple to use for everyone because
Mm-hmm.
that's a big block right now. Is the tech is extremely powerful but it's hard to use. So as soon as we get it easy to use, then
So how much round of funding are you guys trying to make?
We can talk
Damn,
about
this is
that.
like real Silicon. My bad. This is
No,
real
no.
Silicon Valley. I
no,
love
yeah.
that show.
I'm actually so.
I feel like
I'm,
Ehrlich.
I'm not even involved with that side of it, which is great because they're like, Evan, you're amazing at what you do. Go create, and that's what I do. So I don't, because
That's awesome.
I'm a college dropout, so I'm not in
I
pitches
am
with
too,
Silicon Valley
to a
people.
certain
I don't know how to speak that language. They do. My business partners and people. We have clients and people.
Shout out Hood Pharmacy.
Yeah.
That's my new company.
Okay.
Shout out Black Hippie Farms.
Yeah, go crazy.
Shout
Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Shout out PDX.
Okay.
Farm to Shelf.
Hey, Pacific Northwest is a lovely place, man.
Yeah, CBD Farm. Woo. We're gonna go
You're
crazy.
about to heal the world, man.
Man, lotions, baby. Lotions.
You're
Capping.
about to be the lotion
Cap
man.
it.
All right.
Cap King. Cap King is gonna be my new name. Don King me. Shout out Mar. He gonna be my copywriter and shit. Well, he gonna be all cap. He gonna be the creative, like you talking about right now. Like, yeah, man, creative and shit. But no, man, that's kind of dope though. But I got a couple things though. Like, man, what inspired you to actually like, man, go on tour with Saba and even like do all these things? Cause like you want to. Okay, so like last year I was sick. So like me to actually be better this year and like do so many things. I'm like, all right, you know what? Every day I feel good when I like, do the most of my day or the most of my mind can actually push me to. So when I see you on tour, I'm like, damn, man, my nigga on tour. I could say, like, no matter what, because I'm like, you on tour. Like, if you don't feel good, you feel good. Bad day, good day. Like, you still got to go up and do what you do.
Yeah.
How did that feel, man? Going to Australia, Asia?
It's amazing. That tour was only like 2.5 or 3 weeks. The North America tour we did last spring it was like
That
6
was a
weeks.
couple, yeah.
And you're traveling in a Sprinter van with like 9 or 10 or 10 other people.
It's
Like a
tour bus
like a
money
Mercedes
time
Sprinter?
this time.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
time around. Next time. It's
y'all
like a
a
Mercedes
Sprinter.
Sprinter?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It was good. I have no complaints, but that is more like grueling and like draining physically, mentally.
Yeah, that road
than-
trip is no joke, man. Remember
Yeah.
the first time we went to South by Southwest 2015?
I mean, that's just
Yeah,
one.
we
we were doing
yeah.
drives like that.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
day.
I can
in a
only-
Sprinter
every day.
with a bunch of sweaty grown ass men, motherfucker smart.
Barely
farting,
any
burping.
automatic windows.
Yeah,
None.
man.
None of
Exactly,
that.
I already
None of
know.
that. Yeah,
You
so,
smoking that bitch out.
Yeah, no,
Hot
No.
none
box.
of that either. Nothing.
Jesus
Oh no, you
Christ.
can't drive around the country with a van
that's
full of.
true.
Full of weed and
smoking,
rappers.
and black people too. If we being real
No,
about
I was about to. I was just-
No, you really can't. Like, even if,
no,
we be like, we all his security. He the rapper.
every Cracker Barrel we went to.
Woo-wee.
I got this, guys.
Damn,
I'm saying?
damn.
No,
That's
we went
crazy.
to some. We were in Oklahoma, not Oklahoma. We were in Kansas, Texas.
Them spots where they bother
New
you
Mexico.
anyway. Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know. We were out in America, out in the middle of nowhere.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was in
Yeah.
PDX, it was like, oh, I'm out in America right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like, this
Yeah.
ain't like back home.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but that was cool. So the tour just recently last month wasn't too like it was so quick. I actually did like get sick right before we got to Japan, like the day before we came to Japan. So
I
then
was
I'm in.
living over in Japan. though. I saw
We were there
that.
for like a day or two only, but we were up in
yeah.
Shibuya.
It's one of them shits where you stay up all the whole time in
I
Japan.
wanted to.
like,
I
yeah.
pushed. I was falling asleep in a
Yeah.
restaurant. I was pushing too hard.
how was Australia?
Australia was cool. Australia is probably it's very close. Like it looks like America, kind of like on the surface. As far as like I don't know, it's just like
Aesthetics, people,
Yeah,
architecture,
yeah.
food choices.
yeah. A lot of exactly. It's very
It's
similar.
westernized.
And also we were in like we went to Melbourne, but it's pronounced Melbourne.
Melbourne, not
and-
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Melbourne.
fun fact, Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, the R is silent.
Sounds
I
like a
guess.
little boy's nickname.
Stop it.
Melbourne. Yeah, but
I wish
so
I could see Jake's face right now.
we went to Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. So it was just like a few cities on the East Coast. So I didn't get
Sold
to see.
out the Opera House, right?
Yo, this man Saba
Yeah,
Pivot
That's what I
sold out
thought.
the
That's
fucking
iconic.
the studio room at the Sydney Opera House. It's
Now,
like
if only
500 people.
because I know Saba might listen to
That's
this because he
legendary
was
for
mans. Saba, next time you want to lose a Connect 4, holler at me, bro.
Oh.
Halloween,
yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh,
I know it's still in your nightmares. No, it ain't.
Oh,
but
wow.
still,
Wow.
I'm at you next time, bro.
wow.
You beat him in Connect
You
4?
were
Yeah,
at
I
his
beat him
neck.
at Connect 4.
I mean, he's good at Connect 4, though. He's good at Connect 4.
I didn't let
Damn.
Julian beat me, but like I slipped
let
up.
Julian
big.
beat you?
I beat Saba, and Julian was like, "I'll go." I beat Julian 2 out of 3. Then I did him 3 out of 5, but he
Oh.
beat me 4 out of 7 because I started just
Oh,
like.
he went off
Only
three
one
straight?
person I know
You ran
beat
off three
you,
straight
and
on
that's
you?
your
No,
little brother.
no, it was
Oh, he
it
ran
was
two
right
straight,
there. I
two straight.
edged him out, but yeah,
Yeah.
he got me. And like the last one, I was a little sick, but whatever.
Okay.
I beat his ass.
But
again.
still.
Okay. Yeah, if you're listening, Saba. But anyways, the man sold out Sydney Opera House. It was incredible. Sydney Opera House was like a highlight of that tour.
What was
for
your
sure.
favorite show?
That was
spot
that
on
probably
tour?
that because the people that work there are at the top of their industry. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the most iconic venues in the world.
Beautiful architecture. too.
Incredible. And
Yeah.
the inside
The
was like
acoustics, yeah,
pristine.
yeah.
Acoustics, lighting.
Yeah.
I can
A1.
only imagine that whole production setup.
Oh,
that he-
incredible. You know, you have like 4 sound guys.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, whereas, you know, a lot of venues, not necessarily with Saba, but a lot of venues that even we go to and shit, it's like they have one guy running the lights and the sound sometimes.
Who might be high or drunk
The
or
whole
His
late.
ass lit.
production
His
team
ass
is, like,
getting
on
paid
deck.
15 an hour.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like-
yeah, he's not invested.
Outside of like the Opera
So,
House,
yeah, that was
what is some of like your favorite places you shot at?
shooting. So yeah, shooting is, I didn't like go and shoot like photos for myself. Really, I did it. It was so fast and so like breakneck.
Constructive.
In Sydney, I went around and shot some photos because we had 3 off days in Sydney, which like
that's
never
clean.
happens.
That's
We
clean.
you never have like an off day, let alone 3. So that was awesome to be in Sydney for 3 days. We were right across the street from like this beautiful train station. But I think shooting the shows was like the best thing, period, because
You can be the
Korea was
fan.
like the coolest because I'll tell you right now, Korea was the coolest because this man Saba was performing in the DJ booth. There was no
Oh, wow.
stage.
Ooh,
And it was packed
that's
out, 400
nasty.
Koreans
Ooh.
in a basement
Yeah.
club in
What?
downtown Seoul.
Mm.
And so for that, the only place I could shoot
Miss, right.
Yeah.
right next to
yeah,
the man.
Yeah.
Which normally I'm like, not anywhere near him.
You get like
He's on a big stage.
Yeah,
He's on big stages, and I'm not
But
like.
this one's like really intimate. It's like
Yeah, I
Bruh,
saw some of them.
I
I
was-
posts.
was,
I was
literally
like,
like,
whoa.
we were stuffed in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
He's,
yeah.
leaning on the fucking DJ. That shit was
That's
awesome.
bussin'.
So that was
That's
probably
bussin'.
like the coolest like shooting because I was never in like such an intimate environment.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, 2 nights before that, we played in like a huge club in Tokyo where it was like incredible stage and like a whole like theater like environment.
Was that underground joint that kept? Yeah, that shit was
Function One
nasty
sound
too,
system.
man.
50 feet underground.
Wee.
ooh,
So like, what's some of your like the best
banging.
spots you guys have like actually did shows at? Because like all the spots sound crazy, from the Opera House to Korea
Yeah.
to Japan,
Yeah, I think. Are you talking about just this tour or all?
all in general.
Definitely, the Sydney Opera House is incredible. That's up there. I wouldn't say that's maybe the best, but San Francisco, LA, and New York last tour were all incredible.
Tell me about San Fran.
San Fran. So one of Saba's managers is from San Francisco area, so he and also one of the producers of Care for Me, Daoud.
Okay.
So there's 3 producers, Saba, Day, and Daoud, they met randomly through just like Saba being out.
Shout
in
out to
Oakland
the
or something.
Bay Area.
Yeah, shout out to the Bay Area,
Love
Santa
y'all.
Cruz, Oakland.
Shout out Runts Cookies.
Yeah,
Shout out my boy Young LB. We going up, G. Jokes up.
Yeah, so Daoud is from there, and so there was like it was oversold out. You know what I'm saying? It was like a 700 cap or something. And it was
Damn.
overflowing.
Very nice.
Sad had the Kaepernick jersey on.
Very clean.
Fire. It was fire. So that's a top show. I think both Walt days were really special as well.
Where
If
you
anyone-
perform at in New York?
New York, it was in Lower
like
Manhattan.
Brooklyn Bowl or Webster Hall or something.
No, it was
SOBs.
no.
I think SOB's.
They redoing it, right?
Yeah,
It was a
they
club
redoing
for
it.
sure. It's like you went up these stairs, and I'm thinking I shot this like shot that we used and of like the
One Oak, maybe.
that. No, it was in nah. It was like I can't remember the name, but anyways,
Oh,
that
good.
was like just there was a lot of special shows on that tour, but all those like big sold out ones where the fans know every word. One thing that was interesting about overseas that you guys will probably appreciate is I interview fans like outside the shows that are in line.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're trying to make something out of all the footage because we just do like quick 1 minute recaps for tour stuff, and none of like the raw audio. And, like,
I
the
saw
real
you
moments.
got like, was that a terabyte that you got?
Big
on there?
terabyte.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
the
yeah.
MacBook you got.
Facts. Shout out to that MacBook. But so there's a lot of like stuff that's gonna be released later. But
yeah. Sounds like a short film.
doc.
Okay,
or
so
Yeah,
okay,
documentary.
Short film.
I hope.
doc,
We'll see
yeah,
what comes
yeah.
of it. It's taken a long time to like figure that out. But anyways, I'd be interviewing the fans outside in the lines, and for the first tour, the North America tour, it was like 2 weeks after Care for Me came out. We went
Okay,
on tour.
okay. Oh, damn.
And so when I'm interviewing fans, I'm like, so how'd you? I had like a rough like few questions consistently that I would ask, and one of them was like, how do you hear about Saba? That tour in North America, right after Care for Me came out, it's like, oh, Angels. I heard him on Angels with Chance. I heard him the Bucket List Project. Blah blah.
Right,
No
right,
one
right,
was talking
right.
about Care for Me really. People were like, when I asked them like
Interesting.
what they wanted to hear, they were talking about Care for Me songs on this tour, and even in the crowd, like maybe like some of the crowds didn't know Care for Me hardly at all. And then the bigger crowds. Well, this was right after it came out.
Right, okay.
But now,
So,
here's my
yeah,
point.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
here's my
yeah,
point.
Yeah, that's one that had to.
I'm getting to the point. And the point is on this tour, in Asia and Australia, bro. First of all, they knew every word of Care for Me. Like even in
So you can feel that energy. It's just like, whoa,
They
this
love-
is
bruh, they could not speak English, but they
But
knew
they
every
know
word
that.
of
They know
Saba.
that shit. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally that serious. And the
That's
other thing is they don't
intense.
even
Shout out
have
Saba.
Apple Music. They just got Apple Music in South Korea.
Oh,
They're like streaming
They
services are
Samsung people over there. So
streaming
yeah,
services
yeah,
are
yeah.
way different over there. I mean, even like Spotify, I'm not sure, but they also like told us about there's like other apps that people use
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
use.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
I
I
see
see
that.
that.
There's like
I'm
a
sure they probably like
there's like
use
a
some.
social media app that's like sort of like a dating app, but it's like sort of like Tinder, but people like share music and like
Ooh, they
stuff
need
there.
that in America.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think it's called Line.
Line.
Line, I think. I
Ooh.
don't know. But
That's
yeah.
fly.
So there's different ways of sharing music over there. So it was crazy to hear the music in that like 6 or 7 months since it came out to go on the second tour. It was beautiful to hear like the music had really carried itself. Like
You're talking about
the
this
fans
is
knew
world.
every word.
This is international now.
Dude,
This is international
overseas.
water.
And he'd
bro.
never been over there.
Of
He had
course.
never been over there. So
But
yeah.
see, that's just the power of like fucking internet right there.
Social media,
You know,
and the
it's-
internet, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Blood, I got a question for you.
Oh,
I know, like, you tour with Saba. That's your mans. But you're also good friends with a lot of other people amongst the community.
yeah.
We still in January. The year-end Best of 2018 lists have happened. There was snubs for No Name, Smino, Saba, on several different lists.
Yeah.
What say you about that in general? Like, what is your synopsis on that? Because I, for me personally, I feel like there's attention on the city, but not the respect that comes with it. A lot of these East Coast, West Coast, like media elitists,
They're there.
still just basking whoever they're around and kicking it with, and also the politics that goes into that shit as well.
politics,
It's
too.
very real. They don't have to come to Chicago, so you don't have to worry about not getting into Blind Barber.
That
or whatever
too,
the
but
case may
and
be.
Chicago people probably aren't playing like politics and doing all that.
They're not playing it the
true.
right way either.
Well, but that's politics. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying. It's all
yeah.
politics. But yeah, my thoughts are, first of all, the thing about lists are that, okay, for instance, there's like I consider myself, and I know you consider yourself. We all love music. We all listen to a ton of music, but there's stuff in those top 50 lists that other people were sure were top 50 albums that I didn't even hear about.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the bigger point. It's like you have to know that if there's snubs, it's probably just it's ignorance. It's not knowing. It's not.
Exactly.
It's being.
That's real.
Not having that
Unaware.
exposure to it. Being unaware. Ignorance is kind of a negative connotation, but
Yeah,
it's-
but you can be ignorant.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard
exactly.
I heard a list on NPR, and it was like, like top 10, like top 20 movies. And the guy who was giving the reviews, he was like, all right, any movie I leave out, just know that I didn't see every movie.
Right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be actual good critic for it. But he's like,
How could you see
myself
everything?
in
How could you
favorites.
hear
And it's
everything?
so
Exactly.
much with
Yeah.
the internet and social media nowadays. Everybody's empowered with a camera or a fucking MacBook to make beats and shit. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's
No,
so it's a lot of good people that I'm
And
just
it's
now
just,
discovering
easy
from like
to, to
2015.
publish it right away too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
and I
like-
mean, like
democratize
everybody has
everything,
their
yeah.
own team, their own
Yeah,
movement, their own
definitely.
location, their own everything like that. Like I'm like I was.
I'm right, you go back.
Oh, no, like, for example, like Griselda. Like, I know me and Kingsley been rocking with, like, them heavily lately. I was listening to him last year, but also last year I was listening to a lot of, like, Makami, Guy Fahim. 2-3 years ago, none of that shit existed to me. Now I'm, like, immersed in it. But they've been out for, like, 4-5 years.
And 2 or 3 years ago, right? There was probably people like, you don't fucking know. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
It's kind of like we are,
exactly,
but I think it's just like that hometown
Kinda like
thing with
Dirt.
Saba. What's up?
Kind of like you.
Yeah, man, I'm on
To a
Dirt.
certain extent, I didn't know who you were. And it was just like, last year, like, you know who I'm dirty? I'm like, who?
Oh man,
Like, we do like all these things, like these pop-ups, like, you going to this event, I'm like, wait, who, bro?
man,
Like,
that
on
yeah.
Dirt, there's like this photographer, he's hot. And I'm like,
Oh man,
there's a lot of photographers that's hot in the city.
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm like-
Photographers are the new rappers, man.
Exactly. Shout out Chicago. Y'all make the new
I'm just
creative,
kidding,
the new
I'm
rock
just
stars
kidding.
around
No, you
here.
can blame this.
Shout out my boy Julian. Shout out my boy
Hey.
Bar. Shout out everybody who work at an ad agency. Y'all the new rock stars
Definitely.
right now, man. Y'all right around the
Oh,
coops.
my
Y'all getting the
God.
bad babies and stuff, man.
Oh, my
Y'all making the
God.
trappers look bad, man. But
Yeah, man, I threw a couple little things last year. I made a clothing line on accident. So yeah.
yeah, you got the merch game, and you got
Yeah.
the new merch that just came out. And you did something with
yeah.
Progressive P.
Porsche. Yeah,
I
yeah.
met her in Miami.
She's good people's. Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out
No,
Porsche.
she had styled and shot. She modeled for me for like the first collection I did. She's good people's. Yeah.
Well, we close to having to wrap it on up. Is it anything? Oh yeah, I thought I was kind of debating on when to like slide in. I think you're a good one. What's a good piece of advice that you want to give to a young creative or a new creative, like just new in the sense of just now giving it a shot to help them kind of like either move and go about things, differently, clean up their act, whatever it takes to get to that next level. Because you're maybe 2 or 3 stages in. You ain't all the way there yet, but
Sure.
I'm sure you're proud of yourself and your parents are proud of you too.
Yeah.
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 You in a good space.
I'm finally
Yeah.
proud of myself.
Yeah.
My parents are proud of myself, which was an initial goal.
Yeah.
But as far as some parting advice for the young listeners or for anyone that wants to talk to their young friends, I think not kind of limiting yourself to one thing, not being, because a lot of people are like, I'm a photographer and I am going to be a photographer. And then they kind of like,
Just
limit themselves in their head and with the opportunities that arise. And I just feel like if you kind of, your life's going to change, your interests are going to change, your opportunities
Right,
are going
of
to
course.
change. So you should just kind of be open-minded to anything because you never know what might strike an interest or be the best opportunity you could ever have and something you might not have expected or something maybe people really get dead set on like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be this.
Yeah.
And there are certain people who like have a calling or something really specific they know from like a young age or whenever on their journey that's what they're going to do. But I think just keeping an open mind and not pigeonholing yourself into one thing is important for young creative people because you can't be a one-trick pony.
You gotta be
Because-
versatile.
You gotta be a
'Cause you
chameleon
can-
somehow, somewhere.
You can, but also do what makes you happy too, and don't burn yourself out if you're a freelance creative.
True.
Force yourself to take off days, find affordable therapy, do all of these things. Google
Okay,
that.
solid. So we're
Self-care is key.
gonna do
All
a
day
quick wrap up on our video. The conversation's going well. Can we hold you for a little bit longer, man?
Sure.
Not no more hours or anything, but
Yeah.
a little longer. We gonna continue with the audio. Audio people listening on the podcast. Thank y'all for
Shout out to
rocking
my
with us.
podcast people. Shout out to my Mouse House people, man,
sure.
watching us live.
Yeah, but milesauce.co. Oh yeah, I was about to say .com, and I know what this is. It's milesauce.co/radio. But then also follow us. This is not the It's Kind of Hot on Twitter, right? This is the Mild Sauce News. Mild Sauce Radio. So at Mild Sauce Radio.
Better follow that
on
up too.
Twitter. So if ever you want to watch and live stream and see the video content, it'll be up there. It'll also be on YouTube. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be on all these different platforms. But for my audio people, I don't know. Maybe we edit it, maybe not, because we're gonna go right back. 1, 2, 3, drink champs on 3. 1, 2, 3, drink champs. Bow.
Ain't no editing this motherfucking shit. Niggas finna get raw and uncut in this bitch, nigga. So, nigga, I seen you